All right, Bears fans, welcome back. Bear down, and away we go. It's official now. The 4 o'clock deadline has come and gone, and Jaylon Johnson has received the franchise tag. It is exclusive. He is with us for this year, guaranteed. We have until July 15th to work out a long-term deal with him. Will that get done? I don't know. It's not necessarily in this case. We don't plan on having him go anywhere, or we're not worried about restructuring that deal to save some salary cap. Usually a team will work a long-time deal out to make the salary cap implications better. The Bears are not in salary cap trouble, so we might let it right out with the $19.8 million. You can see here from Sport Track, this is the official amount. $19.802 million is that franchise tag. It's cheaper than it would have been if he would have come to a deal. We heard Ryan Poles talk extensively at the Combine that they were trying to put a deal together that was favorable to him and left him with long-term solutions after his first year. To me, that meant it was going to be probably between his 2024 and 2027 seasons, 25 to 29, 28 years old. Gives him a chance to still sign one more big deal. Is it going to get done? I don't know. I think they're genuinely and sincerely trying to work on that, but Jaylon Johnson has been on the record with Keyshawn Johnson on his show saying that he wants to be the highest paid cornerback in the class, that he wants to reset the market. I just don't see Ryan Poles going for that. We can tag him again next year too. Who knows how it's going to work out, if there will be bad blood. I don't see that happening with how stacked this defense was last year, how well he played in this defense, and how well he knows it favors him to be on the Bears. So I don't see there being hiccups as far as holding out, but this is just part of the process, and the Bears are not going to overpay. Again, we're going to say it. There's no one player that's more important than the team. All right, so let's look at the franchise tag history from last year as well as this year now that it's done. And there's some things to point out in here. Last year, there were 6 players tagged. They're there on the left. They're not as important as mentioning this year's. The Bears haven't used the franchise tag since 2021 with Allen Robinson. Didn't end up coming to long-term deal with him either. But this year, Josh Allen, T. Higgins, Jaylon Johnson, Justin Matabuke, Michael Pittman, L'Jarius Sneed, Antoine Winfield all received their franchise tag. A couple of notable ones, Brian Burns, they're using the non-exclusive tag on him. And so what that means as compared to the exclusive one is that the contract can be no less than the average of the top 5 cap hits at the player's position or 120% of the player's salary from the previous season, whichever one is greater. So it's very similar, but unlike the exclusive tag, this is giving the Panthers options if they don't want to match his salary. So another team can negotiate with him, and after they receive the offer, the other team has a chance to match, or they have a chance to match any offer from another team. And if they don't take it, they get compensation from the other team in the form of a draft pick. So if the Bears wanted to go after Brian Burns, they're going to have to give him up to the equivalent of 2 first-round draft picks for signing him. So I don't see a team coming in to do that. It'll end up being the exclusive type because teams aren't going to want to give up 2 first-round picks for that. It could happen. I just don't see it happening. Kyle Duggar received the transition tag, and that just takes a little less value off of it. And so instead of the top 5 guys, it's top 10 guys. It's the average. So it's going to be a little less value, but that player also has a chance to negotiate with other teams as well. So those are the only 2 that are a little bit different. All these guys have been tagged. And then here's our notable guys who weren't tagged as we got through it. Xavier McKinney, who's someone that I really like and I want the Bears to target. I want to see on March 11th that it's announced the Bears are in negotiations with him. March 13th, it gets done, wrapped it up, signed, sealed, and delivered. We've got our free safety to replace Eddie Jackson. Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard, running backs, Giants and Cowboys. Christian Wilkins did not receive the tag either. I am okay with any one of these guys in free agency. I really am if the deal is right. The Bears have needs. We have room to do it as long as it fits our other needs and as long as we trade down from number 1 to get value out of the draft. These are all quality guys. I really want Xavier McKinney. I focused on that in several mock drafts and in several free agency offseason mocks. The value of him, he will probably be going $13-14 million, but he's a ball hawk. He's a peanut puncher. He's on the ball every time. He's a good tackler, and his coverage grades are extremely good. He has had a great year, and I see us locking him up as a prime candidate 100%. So But the big news, Jaylon Johnson is tagged. We have him on the roster this year, guaranteed. Will a long-term deal get worked out? Not sure yet. But either way, we've got him $19.8 million. And away we go to free agency here in less than a week. Until next time, bear down.